All right, so good evening, everybody. Today we're talking about employee filing and documentation. So we've talked about process of recruitment, how to create a job analysis first, to know the exact duties and everything, analyzing the job role that's will be filling and all, and how to put the job ad on different job boards, how to sort CVs when the CVs come into our emails or whatever, how to sort them to ensure that we are actually choosing the right candidates, how to prepare for the interview and all. So I've had that session. So we're going to assume that we've gone through the recruitment and selection phase, and we have hired the candidates, the new employee. We've also talked about onboarding, right? So we're done with onboarding. Oh, let's say we just started onboarding, okay? We're done with the selection. The employee has resumed work today. What are the things that you need from the employee? There are certain things that you need from the employee. Every employee in an organization has a file. It could be a hard copy file, it could be a digital copy file, or every employee in an organization they have a file. The file includes every detail concerning that staff. So, who can tell me some of the documents that should be in the staff file? Who wants to try? Who wants to guess?
Let me try.
Okay.
The CVs, the credentials of the
What
employee,
you need to when you
guarantors,
say credentials, what are credentials? CV, yes.
the credentials like the certificates,
Okay.
which um guarantor forms.
Mm-hmm.
If the person has any professional certification, it can also be included there.
Okay. So yes, thank you. So the CV offer letter, the signed copy of the offer letter, signed copy of the offer letter should be there. Guarantor's form should be there. And also remember to always verify the guarantors. You always have to verify your guarantors. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you always have to verify your guarantors. How? Call them, check them out on social media and everything to ensure that, oh, they know this person. Make sure your guarantors form also, they also attach the guarantors means of identification, voter's card, NIN, driver's license attached. You always have to confirm guarantors, especially there's some rules that are very, 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 very sensitive. You need a guarantor. So always make sure you confirm, you do a background check to ensure that these guarantors are legit. Yes. So guarantors form, signed copy of the offer letter, the photocopy, because the staff has the original copy. You should have the photocopy. So it should be on the staff file, the CV, university certificate, NYSC certificate, any other certifications they have that they have taken, any other courses or certification they have taken, masters, everything should be inside. Yes, the guarantor's form should be inside. Medical clearance should be in. If the person has a health challenge, person should have a doctor's report that you should put in the file. Very important. Medical details should be in the file also. Now, in my organization, I do what we call personality tests. Before the person is selected finally, I do a personality test. So the result of the personality test will be in the form. If the person did what's it called, took an assessment or interview score, grading, it should also be in the employee's file. So that's for a start. You have opened the employee's file. Remember, these can be hard copies or digital. Some people like to keep both, okay? Digital and then some hard copy. Passport too, passport photograph should be in the employee's file. So these are the things. So these are the documents that should be in every employee's file, every employee's record. Okay, so employee filing is just the process of collecting and storing employee records, employee information. So it is important because it's covering the entire employee life cycle from the day the employee joined the organization till the day he or she leaves. Miriam, I can see your hand. Give me a minute. Till the day he or she
Okay.
leaves. What do I mean? The filing is not just for when the person joins the organization. As the person goes, if there was a, for example, we have 3 months probationary period. So at the end of the 3 month probationary period, the person passes, I give them a confirmation letter. A copy of that confirmation letter will be added to the employee's file. Going forward, the person has a query. This something wrong, I will issue a query. A copy of that query is in the employee's file. I also have I personally also do what we call skills inventory. So I'm taking note of, okay, this person has learned this over time, went for this training, blah, 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 blah. So those things, I also document them, I put them in the file. Yes, I also document those things, I put them in the file. In fact, I also do what I call personal observation. So for every of my staff, I have a, what do I call it now? So based on their behavior over time, how the person is, oh, Afolaya likes to does work faster by himself instead of when you put him in a group. Okay, he doesn't like to associate. He doesn't really enjoy when we go team bonding times, always by himself, blah, blah, blah. So everything I've noticed about each staff, I usually just put them down somewhere and keep them in the employee file. Why? Very important. Maybe something is happening and MD says, oh, I need this person's file. He's able to understand, okay, this is how this person is. Or maybe I'm leaving the organization and another HRO steps in. He or she is able to understand, oh, okay, this is how this person, at least has, he or she will have a head start. Okay, this person is like this is how I can work with this person is like this person is like this. So I also have that for every staff. So add that to their file too. Yes, Miriam, over to you. You have your hands raised.
Yes. I want to ask, what do you mean by personality test?
Oh, okay. So for personality tests, um, it is known that there are some people that should not be in some certain roles, and that personality test helps me to determine those kind of people. For example, I've done a personality test once. We did that to our current staff at that time, and I realized the person we had at his front desk does not
Mm,
like to talk to people. So that's why people are always complaining that she's not always smiling. Anytime they walk in, she's not smiling. But it stresses her out. So having that personality test done, I realized, no wonder we're always complaining about her. It's not
mm,
in her nature. Some people are naturally extroverts, right? Those are the kind
mm,
of people I want to have as my customer service person, as my
mm,
salesperson. I cannot have a very, very, very introverted person in my front desk or as a salesperson.
mm,
It's going to be a struggle because they have to go extra mile to try to, okay, I have to smile, I have to be welcoming. It stresses them out. So personality test,
mm,
it helps you determine, okay, this person is like this. If this person is like this, do you think that that person with that characteristics or with that behavioral trait, does it fit into this role? So what I do now is I do my personality test before I make my final hiring decision. So the personality test comes
mhm,
after the interview, everything. When we are saying, okay, this person, I think this person is it. So I give personality test. I just want to be sure that this person's trait matches the job role. Because otherwise, there are just some specific things that you're going to struggle with. Like I was saying that my CRM, we have to beg hard to smile. How? You're in the front desk. People are coming, you're the first person they're seeing. How can they beg you to smile?
mm,
How can I pick your call and it's as though I'm stressed? Like, why are you disturbing me? A CRM, a client is calling and it's sounding as though he's disturbing the CRM. You get, so we cannot have that kind of person as a CRM. And personality traits, personality test assessments will help you determine that, okay, this person has traits that will fit into this job role. Some job role, it really does not really matter whether they are, whether they are extrovert or introvert, blah, 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 as long as they can get a job done. But even with that, it can still help you determine to know the kind of staff you have. I had a legal associate who does not, when we are doing team bonding, we do team bonding every Fridays in my office. We're doing team bonding, sorry, last Friday of every month rather. We're doing team bonding. He's always by himself, pressing his phone. They're doing games and everything. He does not want to participate. Maybe until there's a cash award and then it's all alert and everything. Yeah. Because he's not even on social media. It's
mm,
compulsory that in my organization, it's compulsory. You have to follow company social media. You have to always like and engage and everything. He's not even on social media.
mm,
He has never been on Instagram before. And this is a like 28-year
mm,
old person. He has never been on Instagram before. He has never had an Instagram account before. You get, so he's that kind of person. Yes, he, but he's very smart and everything. Does he affect his job, main job? Not exactly, okay? He does his job well and everything. He does not get to, as long as he's not party, as long as his work that call him is available. But when it comes to the extra things, you're playing, want to party, he's not interested. So that does not affect his work, but it helps you as an HR manager to relate with him. So when some things happen, you know why they are happening, why he's behaving the way he's behaving, and how we cannot manage it so that because of course he has to relate well with all his colleagues and everything. So you now understand him, so you can know how to manage him. That's it. But for roles as important, some particular personality traits are important. They need to have it. They need to have it. My CRM cannot be an introvert. It's not possible. My
mm,
salesperson
mm.
cannot be an introvert. It's not possible. Like introvert. I know some people are a mix of introvert and extrovert, but you cannot be extremely introverted and be my CRM. That's not going to work for me. So that's why personality traits are very important for me. Is that
Okay,
clear?
thank you very much.
Yes. Any other
Yes,
questions?
thank you. Yes, I think Folayan wrote a
Okay.
question in the chat box.
Oh, good. I need someone to help me read that question, please. I can't.
Okay,
Yes.
let me read it. He
Okay.
said, is personality trait a criteria for dropping a candidate, even if the person makes it to the final round of interview?
Okay. So, like I've said before in in the recruitment session, a lot of things are criterias in choosing a candidate. Okay. Um,
Mhm.
for example, like I just said, not every role, okay, personality trait is not really important in every role. Yes, so you might just have that just so you can better understand the staff itself, not because it affects the role. But for roles, for me personally, for roles like is customer service role, I need to do the personality traits. If the person is an introvert, I realize the person is an introvert, I'm not going to hire you. I've said before,
Yes,
recruitment criteria is not just about ability to do the job itself. There are a lot of other things you consider. Culture fit. Is this person going to fit the company's culture? If the person is not going to fit the company's culture, I'm not going to hire you, no matter how good you are. I gave an example in the last class or two classes ago. In my organization, dressing well is very important. Making up, wearing heels and everything. So I may not be able to hire a deeper lifer as my CRM. Not because even if
yes.
she's the best, fit, even if it's the best person, not the best fit now, even if the best person, like skill wise, if she's the best, even if she's the best skilled person, I'm not going to hire her. Because why? Because she does not fit our company culture. Okay, so company culture is also important. So because she's not going to make up. She's not going to, maybe she will wear it, but she's not going to make up and everything. And makeup is a big part of what our culture in my organization. So I'm not going to hire someone has something against makeup. If it's that, oh, it's not that she doesn't make up, but she doesn't have anything against makeup, it's something that she can do. I don't have a problem with that. But it's against her belief and everything. I have a problem with it because it does not fit our company culture. Same for me with personality tests. No matter how skilled you are, if I see that your personality traits and the job role are clashing, I'll fall back and say, okay, what's happening here? I'll be careful now. I'll not look at it properly. Best I can do, best case scenario for me, I say, okay, let me try this person, probationary period for 3 months. But that's the best I can do. But personality traits for some roles are very important for me. My salesperson and my customer service person, very important. They have to be a bit extroverted. They have to be a people person. They have to be able to smile when they have to be a people person. You cannot say you're not a people person and you want to be my CRM. It's not possible. It just comes with the role. So some role, not all roles, but some roles you need some specific personality traits to get that job done seamlessly. Does that answer your question? Does that answer your question, Afalaya?
He replied, yes,
He
thank
has
you.
responded. He
Okay,
said
okay.
yes.
All right, no problem. Any other question before I move on? Any other question? So, like I said, employee filing is not just when employees are new, they just got into the organization and all. That's not all. That's not only when you are filing, you're doing employee filing. Throughout the employee's life cycle, from day one till the day he or she leaves, there's something to add to the file. There's a query, there's a promotion letter, there's always something to add to the file. Sometimes I have moved people from one role to another. I'm going to add the new offer, the new letter that I've moved. Oh, this person from recently, I moved someone from site to come and be the facility manager in the office and everything. So the new letter I gave him now for change of role, I added it to his file. So there's always something to file every time for an employee, maybe after 2 years, went to get his master's, get the master's certificate, add it to the file. Now he now has a master's. So there's always something to add to the employee's file and throughout the employee's life cycle. The employee's life cycle is from day one he was employed to the last day he worked before he goes. That's the employee findings. Anything that happens with the employee has to be inside that file. If it is not documented, it did not happen. If you give him query and it's not documented in the file, it never happened. There's no proof that it happened. So everything has to be documented. So why does documentation matter? Support HR decisions. Probably we are asking, okay, it's time to promote for promotion and everything. We're now saying, okay, oh, I think Afolaya, we have to promote Afolaya. We'll go to his file. Okay, why do we think, what has he done? Okay, okay. Through his file, now we're getting all the information. Oh, he just completed this training, blah, blah, blah. He just got certified. He even he even helped us train this other staff, blah, blah, blah. So all those things are in his file. We're able to say, okay, okay, okay. We're unable to make an informed decision based off what's on your file. So it also ensures that legal compliance protects the company, builds accountability. So yes, I talked about what should be in the document, CV, the application form, offer letter, contract, certificates, confirmation letters, promotion record, performance appraisals. How did I not talk about this? Those are the things that should also be filed. If performance appraisal happens every month or every quarter or half a year, after the appraisal, the result of the appraisal should be filed and added to file to the employee's file. Yes, performance appraisal, disciplinary records. I've talked about queries and all. Leave record. The person has gone on leave for has used exhausted his leave for the year, everything. It took only 5 days, it's recorded. Oh, he has taken 10 days, he has taken 20 days, his leave for the year is over. Everything recorded. Um, yes, so types of filing systems. We have physical filing, where you have a physical file, put all the papers inside and probably put it in a cabinet or a drawer. Or you have the digital filing, Google Drive. Are we all familiar with Google Drive? If someone is asking a question, I can't see anybody's hands raised. I can't see any chats. So you have to draw my
Yeah.
attention to
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Are we all familiar with Google Drive?
Yes.
I just use it a bit, yes, to save some files like my personal files so that I can access it. It's easily accessible.
Okay. So yeah, so Google Drive is one of the simplest, should I call it an
Tools.
ARP? Yeah, maybe I'll call it an ARP, but Google Drive, now these days we have a lot of HR tools. We have
Mhm.
what's it called? People home. We have different HR tools or HR softwares that we use. But Google, I think Google Drive is one of the simplest platforms, yes. So with Google Drive, everything you put in the drive, you can easily just share to maybe MD and ED. Because employee file, not this is personal, you're not supposed to share it with other people. So the only people that should have access to it is you as the HR manager, and maybe you're just sharing to MD and ED so they can have access to it when it be. So Google Drive helps you to share different folders and everything to who needs it. If you want only accounts to have access to that particular drive, you can share to only accounts. Only accounts have access to it and all. Oh shoot. So yes, Google Drive, digital filing, so you can do your files on Google Drive. So you have a folder, a general folder, then a folder with each, inside the folder, you now have a folder for every staff, every staff, every staff, every staff. So a lot of companies use both of them, both the physical. So they have everything in the drive. They also have the hard copies, like the paper. They also have that. Consistent